cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove. I spent the check on
the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And right away, he lost the football. A bad start there, a big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so didn't.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. It's a gain of 35.
Now that was a high degree of difficulty on that one, but to me, it goes back to fundamentals and determination. High point the football and declare it yours.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They go play action. Bridgewater going deep here for Allen. And that is caught. Boy, how about that one? He reeled it in one-handed for a touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter.
Panthers 14, Falcons 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll be a touchback as Tyler Lockett says, I'm not going to return this one.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
At the 46.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. To the air again with Bridgewater. Flush to his right. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. It's caught, Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On third down, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked up by first rounder Trey Waynes. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a gain of 34. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Brought down at
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Steps away to his left, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers add on to their lead. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions, and they're a PAT from going up 21-7.
Yeah, very impressive the way that they've moved the football. Full command of their playbook, full command of the way they wanted to attack.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater, he lets it fly for Lockett, and it's knocked away and incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there, and it's third down.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt to scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
Well, they've had success getting the ball to him out of the backfield, but this time they had a man right on him. He was able to break that play up before he could get started.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
First down, Carolina.
Back to throw again. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, he'll drop to throw. This one complete to Christian Kirk.
The pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Second and 4. And he fires one incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. To throw on third and goal. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown, Carolina.
From 4 yards out. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because first 2 quarters, they really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Michael Badgley lining up for the extra point.
So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. good for 10 yards. And it'll move the chains. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Not the way you envision things to start out the 3rd quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll run on 1st down. Hilton. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Flushed out right. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Still just a 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Panthers will get the football back. He's going to take another shot here. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
And 7 at the 36-yard line.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Forced out to his left. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Play action now. Bridgewater. Going deep for Hopkins. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Carolina.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Corey Littleton. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
Sterling Hawkrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Panthers.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. It's another first down as they bite off 23 more on that one. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 20-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Back now here on EA Sports, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bridgewater now. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 30. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Panthers 49, Falcons 14.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble of bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Throwing is Bridgewater, escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Hopkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. T.Y. Hilton, his fifth touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Panthers 49, Falcons 21.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off into fourth. And now here is another interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Hilton. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On play action, it's Bridgewater. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, this game is all but over after that last 4th down stop. The only question left, will they play conservative and run the clock? Or try to... And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on. Here's Badgley now to try to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Panthers 56, Falcons 21.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Play fake. Bridgewater. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Bridgewater going deep for Hopkins. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball's placed in the proper spot.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They are on to the 4th quarter in Jacksonville. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. And the Jaguars have scored again, so they are in the driver's seat big time in that one. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got his man Hilton. The 40, the 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons. T.Y. Hilton, 94 yards. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Dustin Hopkins on 40 extra points.
Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hope to polish things off, and what a run they are on as they try to turn a 6-game win streak into a 7-game win streak. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. Well, that sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Panthers, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they lose their 9th game on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
For the wins, came in a drop on the 10. On top once again, yeah. I had to tighten the plan, I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. I don't want it if it ain't love. If it ain't, get it away from me. Who you gon' jack if it ain't us? LABB to the bakery. Some mad that I came up. I know my granny gon' pray for me. It was just us in the vacancy. We had to get it from A to B. Wheels never felt like this. 2 seats in the hills, how I feel righteous. Blue sheets for the mills, but the deal priceless. New keys can't care what's built private. I might just double it up. Did it? Never enough, I'm with it. 5, 2, 3 on the business. Whole team got wins and the wheels still spinning. I told them what I told them. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top. Got a spot and it's locked to the click all in. I got ops, if he drop, I just hit my dance. I was top, they just watched, had to take my wins. They wouldn't let me in. I've been on 10 cents. Who really holding it down? I've been holding it down and I go it again and again. Who was the dummy that died? I'm the coldest around, but he folding again and again. I'm in the what? I'm in the day. I'm doing 30 on 30 and up. You in the what? You in the way. Either you rolling or rolling the dust. You with us or what? Keep it running. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on top once again. We did a lot for the wins. Came in a drop on the 10. Now we on top once again. Hey, I had to tighten the plan. I got it right in the end. Now we on 10.